Hello, beautiful people. How you doing, handsome? Hey, beautiful. What's going on? Y'all excuse my fingers and taking off my nails so I can get another set. So forgive me for looking like a fool tonight. But however, I'm back. Okay? So, as a reminder, last week I spoke to you all about handwriting, how to practice handwriting with the yellow highlighter, the do's and the don'ts. Keeping it in that same field, in that same arena tonight, I want to discuss fine motor skills. Your fine motor skills are things with your hands, with your fingers. And what's most important when you're practicing your fine motor skills is, of course, like I told you all, finger playing, um, lacing shoes, keeping, if you can do your hands like this motion here, place interlocking the fingers and putting them like that and keeping them exercised that way. You can always practice those kind of things with your son or your daughter. And the most important with your hands is this part, starting from your pointer finger on down to the bottom and right here. So this L shape is really what helps you with your handwriting. So it's really important to remember this L right here. This is what you want to focus on. And that's what I'm talking about tonight. So, of course, I have this makeup brush. No, I do not put makeup on my child, but I'm using this. If you have other objects such as like a rolling pin when you roll out the dough, if you have any other type of like plastic, like if you can take off the head off of your makeup brushes, a brush that you no longer use, if you want to buy those super cheap ones you can get from the dollar store, it could be, I recommend taking off the bristles off of this. That's why I said if you can take off that, but the head of this does not come off, so I'm not able to take mine off. But I'm using this, and we're talking about this tonight because this is going to help with the L shape of your hand. You might run into somebody who's ambidextrous, meaning they can write with both of their hands. You might find somebody that is left-handed. You might find someone that is right-handed. You just have to figure out which one your child is so you can be able to accommodate them better. However, it's still the same type of methods. It's still the same standards. That's evident. That's clear. So you're going to take an object like so, or like I said, those rolling pins that you can roll out your dough. I recommend that the best. However, you might not have that in your household. I am not a baker. I don't do any type of baking, so I don't have any of that in my home. So when my son comes to the point where I just might buy it when he comes to that point. So if you want to be like me and go out and buy the stuff when you're ready to use it, you can definitely do that as well. However, if you are frugal like I am, I like to use what I already have in my home. It's already enough stuff that we have to purchase. Why go out and go buy extra things when a lot of the stuff you have in your home? So we're going to pretend that this hand is the table. And we're going to pretend that this is the hand we're using to roll. So this is the table. You can tell your child to put it down and roll it. Put it down and roll it. See that? Put it down and roll it. You can even tell them to pick it up and do like this. And it helps form these right here. So you turn this into a pencil or a pen or a marker. But you have to develop these two right here to be able to write properly. So that's where your rolling pin comes into play. You roll, 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 and roll. And it helps develop all of this stuff right here in their hands. So they can be able to hold the pencil or the marker, the pen, the proper way. So if you also like to be like me, you can go buy like a dollar bucket, like the little small thing of Play-Doh. And you can take an object like this or like their rolling pin while you're already in the store. Go ahead and buy your Play-Doh. Go ahead and buy your rolling pin and you put it on your coffee table or your dining room table and you sit there and you allow them to roll it out. It helps with this process here. You're going forward, you see that? Backward. Forward, backward. And you want to do that at least once a day. While you're in the kitchen, you preparing dinner. That's also an activity to keep them busy, keep them occupied, so they're not running around the house driving you crazy and not destroying the home. You are keeping them occupied. You are helping them practice their fine motor skills. You're helping them to develop so they can write properly. So you're doing all these educational things while you are multitasking around your home. Use what you have in your home. If you don't have a makeup brush, if you don't have a rolling pin, if you don't have any of those things that I just said, here's the bottle. You've been in there drinking. Here, roll this bottle. Keep on rolling. Let's roll this out. Use what you have in your home. I love the 3 to 5-year-old age group because that age group can talk back to me. They can let me know how they're feeling. They can let me know what they are thinking. They can tell me what they did last night, what they ate last night. We can have real open dialogue inside and outside of the classroom. Anything is possible once you communicate and you are effectively teaching your children. If your child is developmentally ready for these fine motor skill practices, please go ahead and do so. You do not want your son, your daughter, niece, nephew, or whomever the child is to you to be 7 years old and they don't know how to write. Now, of course, it's not going to look like the best handwriting in the world. However, once they learn how to develop this part of their hand, then it'll help them be able to form letters better. They can trace better. And that was going back to my last week nugget of knowledge. They can be able to trace better. So therefore, you're not struggling like, what is that? What did they write? Is it an R or a V? Is it a T or an I? You don't have to think about those kind of things because they're developing their hands and they're able to trace better. And therefore, they will be able to write better. Thank you for allowing me to come to you all again. I know I'm a day late because I normally post on Sundays, so forgive me. But I am back. This is your nugget of knowledge. I love you all. You all are beautiful. You are the best parent on the face of the earth. I'm going to continue to do this. I will be back. We're going to go up in the age group. We might digress a little bit. We might stay somewhere for a little bit. If you have any questions, please let me know. You got any opinions? Please let me know. You want to teach me some nuggets of knowledge? Then go ahead and feel free to do so. This is on my Facebook as well as on my YouTube. Find me. I'ma holler at y'all. Peace.